Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. It's Monday and I'm hopping on today with the topic that probably I will be cutting into pieces and coming back and talking about sugar on a different little topics about it often, because sugar is just the most common topic that comes up and is the topic that it's causing the most issues in our body. And I know we just simply need to know. When you know better, you will do better. But before I hop on the topic, I want to share what's coming up in May. So maybe the topics that I will have for you in May will pick your interest and you would love to connect and take a look. Number one, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be just hopping on my own and sharing on a healthy lifestyle stuff like sugar today, different stuff, different day. And there's like no plan for that. Whatever pops into my mind, whatever will just happen. It will be just on the fly, typically after 4 p.m. It's just my best time to show up here for you guys. But I have also a plan that it's for Wednesday Wellness coming, or Wellness Wednesday coming. And this is an amazing plan of many Zooms. There are many different topics and they will be very, very interesting. So let me tell you first, May 1st is Wednesday coming this week, and we will have a Zoom with two doctors, Tanda Cook, and the other girl name is Katie Collier. So if you never had a chance to hop on the Zooms with them, I highly recommend this one. The topic they will be sharing is healthy food relationship. So obviously it's something to understand. Why do I have triggers for sweets or whatever the stuff that you are snacking on, and building relationship with food so you will know how to get into healthy relationships. So that's going to be on the May 1st. Then we have May 8th, the power of protein. That Zoom will be, let me check if I have information. Who is going to run this one? There will be two people running it, but I don't have any more information about who those are. So power of protein on May 8th. Then we have May 15th. We will be talking about skincare, guys. I love this line too, obviously, because every single thing that we are eating, it's reflecting onto our skin on the outside. Your back, your legs, your arms, your face, it doesn't matter. We are all covered by skin, and it's the largest organ of our body. So May 15th, what is a skincare regime? What it is, a skincare regime. That's going to be on the May 15th. Then we have an amazing topic for May 22nd, mocktails for Memorial Day. So if you want to hop on and just take a look, what could be a good mocktail for Memorial Day, so you will be not indulging into much sweets or too much alcohol. I bet this Zoom will be super fun and just recipes, so it could be really, really fun for a lot of people, and ladies for sure. So I strongly recommend you hopping on this one. May 29th, we will have mental health, a Zoom that will be provided by, let me see if I have any information who that person is. No, I don't, but it's about mental health. And I don't know, if you know me, if you ever talk to me, you know, every single thing starts in your gut. So if you struggle with any kind of health, it starts with your gut. It starts in your gut. So that's for Wednesdays. And today, and I will be posting all of those information. I will be posting ahead of the time. Today I will post about May 1st, and every single time I will be posting ahead of time for every single Zoom that it's hopping on and that you can connect, so you can get Zoom information and just hop on. It's Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and a different topic for May, so I strongly recommend you hopping on. Today I picked sugar. I have so many information to share with you on sugar. I know that what I prepare for today, I'm going to split already for 2 different Zooms. So today I will share with you what are artificial sweeteners. And today I will also mention about kids and sugar, because those are like short and I can connect them. But sooner or later, maybe tomorrow, I will share the many names of sugar, because it's not that every sugar is bad, and you know that we cannot put everything into one basket, that's for sure. And overall, how much we are addictive to sugar, or how much we are just running on sugar, which is heavy, guys. It's heavy, it's huge. So these 2 I will leave for tomorrow, and today I will share with you information about artificial sweeteners. Those are bad, period. So when you are looking, like, let's say you are grabbing anything in a store and you are turning the packaging on the back and reading, there are flavors, there are different like sugars and flavors and colors. So everything that is artificial, just put it back to the shelf and don't buy it, whatever that is. So artificial sweeteners are terrible for us. And one thing that I wanna mention, and I don't know how Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram will take it, but it's the truth. I'm not lying. It's just a big exclamation point that FDA, it's approving that stuff. So it was approved by Congress and FDA, by Food Administration, Drug Administration, and the Cosmetics Administration, that it's all good in 1958. So I want you to understand that all of that they say is okay, which I strongly will tell you it's not. And there are tons of researches about that, tons of, research is pretty much done on people, how bad that is. So there's 5 major categories for sweeteners that are approved by FDA. That is, I will be reading. Those words are not easy for me to say, so I will be reading them. Aspartame, saccharin, sucralose, acosulfate K, noamate, and I have information also where they are put in, like what are the products or companies that they are simply using those, but I'm not gonna make those advertisements for those companies because they are nothing to be proud of. All of those types of sugars, types of artificial sweeteners are very bad for us. So I have a list of symptoms that are associated with using consumption of artificial sweetness, especially aspartame. This is very common in many, many places. It's like, honest to goodness, whatever you pick up in the store, in the regular shelves, because I don't know if you ever heard me saying, there are 2-3 lines in your store that you are typically shopping that will have healthy food. This is how it's called. So if in a big store, like I shop in a big one, there are 2-3 lines on the very back of the store that are called healthy food. With what kind of food is the rest of the store? This is my question. So when you go to the rest of your store and you will be searching for sodas, food overall, you will see that aspartame is almost everywhere. And let me tell you what are the symptoms that are associated with this consumption on this kind of sweetener. And many of those, you can raise your hand and say, I have it. So, headache. I don't remember when the last time I had headache. I'm so blessed, honest to goodness, I'm so grateful for that. But headache is something that is related to this. I'm not gonna mention very heavy ones because those are very traumatic. Probably for a life using of that one, they will get like hearing loss, vision loss, you know, all that stuff is very possible. But anxiety, it's very common. I hear that, and I see people are struggling with this, and artificial sweeteners are very much causing it. Skin related problems on all over your body, fatigue, nausea, like I mentioned, eye problems, many different reasons, eye problems. But PMS, it's something that it's very common. We women, we are facing this, and I hear that, and I'm asked that many times. Insomnia, chest pain, you know, mood changes. So that stuff is working very heavily on our hormones, and it's just hitting us big time. Joint pain, that's for sure. I hear that all the time from many people coming my way. So we can have all of those symptoms coming up from what we eat. And obviously, artificial sweeteners are not the first thing that you're supposed to be eating or drinking. So Cancer Society is discussing this big time. There is a National Cancer Institute that is discussing all of the artificial sweeteners and sweeteners. Let's keep this way for the aspartame and the other sweeteners. But I want to just mention, you guys, that stevia is a plant-based sweetener, and it's very interesting that all of the artificial ones, that the types that are available, they are approved, they are allowed. They just got into the food market, food industry, with, like, you know, all the 100% approval. But stevia, based on you know, plant-based sweetener, is just not allowed. It's just not approved, never was, and it doesn't look like it will. There are obviously tons of other companies choosing the stevia. I know people say it's aftertaste, it's this and that. There is a third generation stevia that is differently made. It's through the production process, leaves are differently you know, driven to be the sweetener, and this aftertaste doesn't exist. So I strongly recommend, and there are others. I'm just mentioning stevia because I know how this is very common. The companies work hard on getting the clear sweetener from stevia. They are getting the third generation stevia to be with no aftertaste. So if you have the chance to know and use a stevia as a sweetener, and knowing this is a third how was I saying? I already forgot. This is a third generation way of producing stevia leaves to be a sweetener. Then you are not going to hit any symptoms in your body, that you're not gonna hurt your body with any kind of health problems. And you will probably still like what you are eating or drinking because of that sweetener, that it's in the products or in the food or in the drinks, whatever that is. So that's it about artificial sweeteners. And I just wanna like consciously awake you from reading the ingredients list and just consciously deciding I'm not buying any artificial sweeteners that are in the list. And that's it. You know, they are manufacturing that stuff because it's approved, that's one. But the second thing is, we are all, okay, not all, but people are going and buying it. So there's a demand. If there's a demand, it's going to be a production. So when the demands ends up and we finally learn and open and make a conscious decision not to buy that stuff, finally they're gonna stop producing it. That's how it's gonna be. And the one thing that I want to mention, because I know there's a lot of mamas, and I'm one too, about kids and sugar. So sugar and consumption, it's just terrible. It's just such a early stage of that body that it's causing the most problems, and it's just endless causes that it can do, you know, early in a stage, or just be a problem when they go to school, or be a problem later when they become adult. And obviously we all know that sugar is bringing energy up. Do we really need to bring energy up into our kids? They are enough energetic if they eat well. So if they have good food every single day, your body, especially young body, a kid's body, it will produce energy off of that food, and you don't need to put any kind of sugar into your child's body. So high level consumption, this is what's happening in America, is just causing and starting on a very early stage. So obviously kids are just, you know, diagnosed with different names for different like all of the diagnoses they are given, it's simply said because of what kids are eating. And most of the problems are going down to the energy, to kids being too much energetic, too much all over the place. And the ADHD, it's the stuff that it's common on a young age, or ADD that is just common on early stage. And it's just natural energy kids have, and they don't need to be, you know, pushed down to some kind of diagnosis if we know they eat well. But if we give them tons of sugar in any kind of food they eat, or more artificial flavors they get, then it's really draining that organism to work really against it. So obviously there are ways to reduce, and as long as I work with mamas, obviously they come to me first, like they need, you know, weight loss, hormones balancing, more energy, better sleep. So there's a lot of things that people are coming my way, and if they are a mama, they often wake up and realize, oh my gosh, if it's not good for me, it's not good for my household, it's not good for my kids, it's not good even for my husband. So there are ways to reduce consumption. As well, there are simply ways to switch, and the swap of the sugar is the first thing. So find stuff that is less in sugar, or for sure doesn't have any artificial sweeteners. So swipe. Just look for the stuff that it's, you know, reading ingredients, it's one thing. And for a kid, it's supposed to be less than 10 grams of sugar on a daily basis. So all of the drinks they have, all of the food they eat, obviously it's really hard to count when you have carbohydrates on a dinner, and you know, overall veggies or fruits, but just count at least the one that they eat from the box. So you will know that, okay, they eat veggies and fruits, and it's fiber with that stuff too. So it's gonna regulate the sugar they had, or like carbs, they will change to sugar. They had probably some fiber on a dinner, or with lunch, or with breakfast. But when they're having something straight from the box, add that stuff up, making sure that they're not having more than 10 grams per day, because that's already more than it's recommended. So focus also on whole grain, veggies, fruits, instead of packaged lunches, packaged food, simply said, because all of that stuff that it's in the box will have added sugar, whatever kind of, but it will be added sugar. But when we eat from the plate and we have whole foods, when we have veggies and fruits, obviously we are not putting the extra sweetener on our own cooking. So it's going to be a lot healthier. 3, replace the drinks the kids drink, because this is the place where all those artificials are hopping on, and tons of sugars like sodas, juices, you know. Obviously, you can find some with natural sweeteners like stevia, let's say, but the easiest for kids to use and build the body on is water, maybe some teas, maybe, you know, not milks, like plant-based milks, if they are okay with this kind of drinks. Not every kid is, and it's okay. Water is number one. Water is always number one. 4 is skip the ice cream, and the summer is coming, so I know how hard that will be, but guys, we can make our own. All of that, like homemade sorbet or, you know, frozen bananas. There's so many different choices that you can make ice cream on your own. Recipes online are just flashing, so just skip the stuff that we are buying in a store in not a healthy lines, and just make your own. So skip the ice cream, that's 4. And the 5 is go out, just resign, decide not to buy any candies, cookies, crackers, like go into whole food snacks, like fruits. You know, my daughter yesterday, she cut an apple and had a almond butter with it. She loves that. It's fine. It was Sunday. She was relaxing, watching a movie coming after the game, and she just ate dinner, obviously, but then she cut an apple for herself with this, you know, push down cutter for many pieces, and then she got almond butter. So it's just replacing because we are addictive to sweets so much, and I will be talking about that. Like our body is just addictive to sugar so much, and everybody wants that. Me too. But you gotta find the stuff that you're gonna replace. So like fruits, you know, you can have the plain yogurt and just add fruits into it. So plain yogurt is not gonna have any sweetener added into it. I buy like unsweetened almond yogurt, and I can add into it any kind of fruits like berries or whatever. But also there are food, there is in a healthy lines in the store from companies that they are not adding, you know, addictive sugars or artificial flavors, sweeteners, all that stuff. So if you find, you know, a packaging that will be, you know, some kind of crackers that are without extra added sugar, and you can fit it into the 10 grams per day for a kid, it's so awesome, because I completely understand. Sometimes we need to go for easy, simple, and not, you know, prepare every single thing. So that's all for today. I hope it was helpful. I hope you can look it up for yourself and work into avoiding artificial sweeteners, and help your family to not to hang up on the sugar so much, and just help your kiddos to eliminate stuff that they don't need to eat in order to have energy, be healthy, and grow strong. Because when they grow to be adult, they will struggle big time with the sugar addiction. And it's a lot of our own conscious decisions for our family, because they will go out and they will make those decisions because of what they learned in our houses. So that's all from me for now, but I will be hopping tomorrow. This topic is wide, and I have many that I want to share. I probably just it's not gonna be shared on one live or even within 2. I will probably go back to sugar some other time, but these 2 I found very quickly, and I wanted to share with you guys. So any questions, you can comment, you can send me a PM, you can however you want to reach me. There's so many so many ways to reach out to me and ask me questions, or maybe you just need get on another, you know, live or Zoom that we are doing. I can share with you the links and the Zoom IDs, or you just need to talk because you need the help. And I'm here for you to help you with whatever you are facing, because I've been there. I helped myself. I've done the work for myself and experience with many people I helped so far. It's like, it's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of struggle, and I know we can help each other, and I'm here for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow. See you the next time.